welcome to another episode of our live stream, My Journey to the Trinity. My name is Hussein. Happy to be with you. Happy to be with me. And yes, today we are, well, it's almost Martin Luther King Day in America, and a day to remember Martin Luther King, who was a civil rights leader, did a lot of wonderful, wonderful things and paid for it with his life. One of the assassinations of the 60s, there were many assassinations in the 1960s. America was rocked by them. First one happened a few months after my birthday, after I was born, excuse me, 1963. I was born August 26, 1963. Um, People usually forget it's my birthday to buy me a present. But hello, Abla. God bless you. God bless you. And that was John F. Kennedy. That was on November 1963. John F. Kennedy was, hello, Marion. God bless you. And then there was the assassination of John F. Kennedy's brother, Robert Kennedy. He was assassinated in a hotel in Los Angeles, and John F. Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas, and Martin Luther King, he was assassinated in when about MLK assassination. Now MLK did a lot of good. He also did a lot of bad. His personal life, he had a lot of personal problems, but let's see, he was shot. Okay, April 4th, 1968. April 4th, 1968. Okay, so okay, but so apparently Martin Luther King Day is not the day that he was shot. Okay, on the second floor balcony at the Lorraine Hotel in Memphis, Tennessee. Uh, uh, there was rioting all over the place afterwards, and James Earl Ray. Oh, okay, James Earl Ray is the guy who assassinated him. Um, he got a 99-year prison sentence. The guy who killed John MLK. He died in 1998, so he's already dead. Um, okay. So anyway, so that's tomorrow is MLK Day, Martin Luther King Day here in America. So yeah. Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about the fact that Allah enters His creation. Um, Muslims are always saying that that God cannot enter His creation. He's infinite and creation is finite. And so, but in the Quran, there is places in the Quran, teleprompter, what is that? This is new. Jot down a script in notes to use during the live stream. Oh, wow. Hello. How do you use this? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. This is something new. Okay. Okay. I don't know how to use this yet. I will learn how to use this. It's something new. All right, that's cool. Teleprompter. All right, let's look at what the Quran says here. It's Surah An-Naml, Surah of the ants. Okay, the insect, one of the insect chapters in the Quran. There's Naml, which is ants. There's also the bee. You know, I don't know if a bee is considered an insect, but there is the bee. And Nahl. Nahl is bee. Naml is ant. And is there another insect? Can't think of another insect surah, but there's a bunch of animal surahs. So anyway, it says here, um, if they suffer the painful torment hereafter, they'll be the great losers. And indeed, you, O Prophet, are receiving Quran from one who is all wise, all knowing. Okay, all wise and all knowing. Oh, by the way, let me go ahead and put the in. Oh, Ankabut, thank you. Yeah, that's right. I always remember to do that. Just in case we have a Muslim who wants to come on, I will go ahead and put the invite here. Please leave this for a Muslim if a Muslim would like to come. So, but Muslims are always saying that Allah does not enter his creation. But here it says, remember Moses said to his family, I have spotted a fire. I will either bring you some directions from there or a burning torch so you may warm yourself. Okay, that's not in the Bible. Maybe from one of the Talmud stories. Most of the Quran is from the Talmud. But when he came to it, he was called by Allah. Blessed is the one at the fire and whoever is around it. Glory be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds. Moses said, O Moses, it is truly I. I am Allah. So here, okay, there is a fire in a tree. I want to see how it says it in Arabic. فَلَمَّا جَاءَهَا نُؤَدِّي إِن بُورَكْ من في النار بورق من في النار ومن حولها سبحانك فلما جاءها نؤدي إن بورق من في النار من في blessed بورق يا is that correct? Bodak? I don't know if Abla is here. Abla, you can see that. Is that it's supposed to mean blessed? Is that the right way to say blessed? Budak? And wouldn't it say Barak, Mubarak, Min fi nar? That is correct to say Budak? Budak? Okay, I've never seen it written like that before. So, hello, stranger iron. Bodak, been blessed. Okay. Bodak. That's it. You know, it's the first time I've ever seen that word. So, min fianar, blessed is he who's in the fire, wa min hawlaha, and around it. So Allah was in the fire. Okay, it's in the past tense. Okay, thank you. So, okay, well, he's in the fire. Min fi nar, he who is in the fire. Okay, and around it. Okay, so Allah here was in the fire, in the bush, in the tree. So Allah was in a tree, you guys. And let me see. Now this is where? Okay, that's 27:8. Let me just take a screenshot of that. Okay, 27:8. He's in the tree. Moses in fire. Allah in fire. And burning bush. Okay, so there you have Allah in his creation. He's in the bush. And Allah even says, look what he says. He says, I am Allah. Ya Musa, innahu ana Allah. So he's saying he is God and he's in the bush. You guys, how do you get away from that? What do you do with that? They say that Allah doesn't enter the creation. Is the tree not part of his creation? This is pretty much, he's in the fire and he's talking from the fire. He says, I am Allah. So that's pretty hard to deny. Oops. Sorry, I was raptured. And then everything is allegorical. Well, you know what? We can actually, with this particular one, I have a video. I have a video. Let me see, is this the right? Okay, I think I need to go to my live. Okay, let me see if I can get a shout out. Okay, that's not the one I wanted. Let me try in Arabic. If I write his name in Arabic, I don't know if that'll make it work. Shara, oops. Shara, okay. Oops. Shara. There's nothing. Okay, where is that? Okay. Now I can go down, but man, it's gonna take forever to get to it. Do I have it? I don't think I have it in my. I should have it. I should download it and put it in my video, my list of videos that I keep, because I've used it so many times. Father Zechariah uses it a lot too. Okay, let me see if I can find it here. Sha'arawi. Let me see if I can just find it from here. Okay, let me go ahead. Oops. Oops. Sha'arawi. Musa. And Shajara. Okay, and then I'm looking for. There's a video where he blatantly says that God does enter His creation, and this is Sha'arawi, who's one of the most respected Arabic evangelists or da'is or sheikhs, and he's actually saying that that Allah entered the tree, and He was in the tree. And so you can't really say that Allah can't enter His creation, because He did in this case. And let's just look at this other verse here, Surah Al-Qasas. Okay, it says, and when he came to it, he was called from the bush in the sacred ground to the right of the valley. O Moses, truly I am Allah. Yabaye from the bush. So Allah was in the bush talking to Moses. So that means He can enter His creation. And there's also let me see if I can find this. If I could do this quickly here. Okay, so okay. This is very strange. This is a very strange passage of the Hadith. Very well known, but very strange. And look what it says. It says, Allah's apostle said, our Lord the Blessed, the Superior, comes every night down on the nearest heaven to us. The last third of the night remains, saying, is there anyone to invoke me so that I may respond to his invocation? Is there anyone to ask me so that I can grant him his request? Now, this is Sahih al-Bukhari, okay? This is pretty heavy duty Sahih hadith here, that Muhammad said this, that Allah supposedly comes down every night, down on the nearest heaven to us when the last third of the night remains. Also, it says in Arabic, ينزل ربنا تبارك وتعالى كل ليلة إلى السماء الدنيا حين يبقى ثلاث الليل الآخر يقول من يدعوني فأستجيب له من يسألني فأعطيه من يستغفرني فأغفر له. Okay, so look at all that's going on here. Our Lord, the Superior, comes every night down to the nearest heaven to us, to anyone, okay, to us when the last third of the night remains. So like about 4 o'clock or so. So Allah does this every night. Now it tells us the last third of the night. Well, here it says, Yabka thulth il-layl, around 3 o'clock in night, okay? And what's interesting about this is, of course, you've heard that if He comes down at 3 o'clock every night, well, then how is He ever doing anything but coming down? Because, of course, we live on a globe, on the earth, which is a circle. And then you wonder, well, if God comes down at 3 o'clock every night, Well, he'd come down at 3 in New York when it's 3 o'clock there, but 3 hours later it's 3 o'clock in California. So does he come down again? And did he have to come down to every time zone when it turned 3 o'clock all across the different time zones of America and the world? I mean, that means he's just going up, coming down, going up, coming down, going up, coming down, because he supposedly comes down um, every night at the third hour, supposedly. Okay. So yeah, if it's flat, they got a real problem. I mean, how's all the ding, 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 ding going up and down, up and down? I know it shows you that Muhammad just is making it up as he goes. Okay. So yeah. So anyway, we got from these passages that Allah does actually enter his creation. So, and the question, of course, becomes if he can enter a tree, if he could enter a tree and speak from a tree, how much more can he enter a man's heart and speak through that man? If he can do this from a tree, which is going to die in a few days, what gives, you just got to think about Allah coming down here, and next time zone comes down, up, next time zone down, up, down, up, down, up, literally up and down so many times through the night and through every time zone. But there's the two times where Allah enters his creation. And then you have the hadith also. Okay, excuse me a second. Okay, you know what, you guys? Yeah, I watched part of the thing with God Logic in San Diego. That was, yes, yes, it is. Yep. So, you guys, I'm falling asleep over here. I'm having a hard time staying awake, and I worked all day today. So, anyway, we're going to go ahead and call it a night tonight. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't done it, please do it. Jesus, help me. Getting old, Tiger. Jesus, forgive me. Jesus, come into my heart. Jesus, help me. Jesus, forgive me. Jesus, come into my heart. يسوع ساعدني. يسوع سامحني. يسوع ادخل قلبي. We love you, but much more importantly, he loves you. Thank you guys for being with us, and have a wonderful week, and enjoy your Martin Luther King Day. Okay. Sorry, guys.